Hello and welcome aboard the Rosenheim to Traunstein Service with the new old BR-111, which is part of the Bahnstrecke Salzburg Rosenheim DLC. And let's get her going. Yeah, I'm trying something new here. I'm not just I'm not into. Sometimes always bothered me with the way the scenarios start. But anyway, let's get our reverser in. Put that into neutral, and put our brake key on. Open our doors. Our lights are on. I'm going to put that light on to help give us a little bit of light here. Make sure that's off. I'm using a modified control again, a modified real driver mod, so everything's very different. Train line power on, train lights on, wheel slip protection, okay. Put the reverse into forward, close the doors, and okay. So give it a little bit of gas here, so to speak. And good practice to get into is, regardless of what train you have, then, well, I won't say, you know what, let me correct that. There are some trains you cannot do this on, but for the trains that you can apply a direct brake or indirect brake or parking brake, or other than your driver's brake as it's labeled here, or automatic brake. Dynamic brake is only for slowing down, not for holding the train. And even more so with the freight trains, with the U.S. freight trains rather. You apply a little bit of power, not too much, just enough to pull against the brakes. When you hear that little bit of screech, you feel that you'll see the lurch a little bit sometimes. This way you know the train won't roll backwards if it's on a gradient, or forward and you don't want it to roll forward. And then you release the brakes. Just a good habit to get into when you can do that. Now, there's many of the electrified trains that basically it's a single stick for your brake and your accelerator. Basically, your gas pedal. You're giving it the power. So with those, you can't do that. You basically just make sure everything is set up properly and apply power, and when you need to stop, you apply the brakes. So get her up to speed a little bit here. Now this particular train, this 111, for those that don't know, the throttle is very different. What I'm doing right now is I'm going past a certain point in the throttle where you can put it to run up, and it'll continue to accelerate without your input. But you have to be careful, and the rundown doesn't always work as it should. And right now we need to stay at 75 kilometers per hour. I mean, Oh, I didn't turn on SIFA. Okay. Thought I had it on. Even though it shows 80 up here on the track monitor, especially in Germany and the UK as well, I'm pretty sure that it's the same there too. I don't have PZB on. I'm still learning it, or trying to get a good handle on it. You are required to drive 5 miles below the posted speed limit. So here it's showing 80. That means speed limit needs to be at 75. Always five below. As a saying used to go in the U.S., 5 you're fine, 10 you're mine. So if you're going 5 miles over the speed limit, you're fine. You go 10 miles over the speed limit, you're going to get a ticket. Okay, so our speed limit is now up to 140. And when you do the run-up, you have to be very careful, because this is almost like it's almost like setting the cruise control to just keep accelerating without any input. And you don't want that. Now the rundown does work, but it takes a bit to kick in. And every so often it still catches me. But it takes a bit of getting used to with this train. And if for whatever reason you're not accelerating when you give it the throttle, you have to bring it back to 0 off. Bring your throttle to off and wait for these numbers to go down to 0. I count to 3, Mississippi. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and I give it throttle. That's the way I do it. But if you give it throttle and you're not getting any kind of reaction from your train, and you're not moving faster, i.e. accelerating, then I would suggest you make sure your wrong one, train line power is on. Make sure your pantograph is up. Ooh. We're going to go over the speed limit here. Make sure your MCB is closed and your pantograph is up. All that is good. Then just do like I was showing you here. Put the throttle to off. I'm pretty happy with that speed limit, because right now it's showing in the track monitor I gotta go down to 110. So I'll leave the throttle off and I'll use the dynamic brake to help slow the train down. And it actually works pretty well. I mean, you could use the direct brake too. Our next stop is Bad Endorf. I get it. I'll probably use a translator to see if I got it right, and I'll re-record it. Oh, it sounds... At least I'm getting it halfway right. Yeah. slowed down quite a bit. Didn't want that much. I just want to stay below 110. I'm not a fan of this type of throttle, but it does keep you on your toes, because you have to be very careful on how you set the throttle, because it can get away from you very quickly. We're coming up to 100 miles an hour. We gotta go down 2 and then 60. So that would indicate that we're coming up to our stop. That signal that showed number 6 on it, that's an indication that I need to get down to 60 miles an hour, kilometers per hour. There it comes again. Actually 55 would be the proper speed limit. And if you're doing PZB, it's not that accurate in TSW. Okay, somebody turned the lights on. Oh, there is a collectible there. Okay, I'll have to go get it. Ooh, I didn't want emergency. Okay. What are you? Direct brake on. Turn these off. And I'll go get my collectible. Because we're going to have a red light for a while here. I didn't realize, I must have missed that, because I did check it once before. And I thought I got them all, but I didn't. That was, I guess I didn't come down far enough. Plant. And I got the map. Plant. All the way down here, huh? Wow. Okay. Any more? Let's check this side. Oh, yeah, walk right into the pole. That's okay, don't worry about it. Just double checking. Those planters are a collectible. Well, can't go over there, so... Yeah, that red light's gonna hold us for a while. So, I got time to do this. This is the first station where you have plenty of time to go looking for collectibles. And, I don't know if this is intentional or not, but anyway, it's the way it is. And if you get to here and it looks like the red light's not changing, it will change. Yeah, there goes one freight train. There'll be another one coming down. And then another smaller one coming up. So our next stop here, according to the list, is Blinkenzie. Looks like platform 1. And we're supposed to be there at 12:28. So let's see. Let's get back in our locomotive, our train rather, and wait for the red light. Yep, there goes the other train coming down. And we close our doors. And get out with my super zoom camera here. Okay, so there is a mod that will let you drive through red lights. And it's not there so you could drive around like a crazed maniac running through red lights. I mean, you can if you really want to, but it's not going to get you very far, because if the track switches don't change, you're not going to end up where you want to go. So, this is where you have a red light, and you have no choice but to wait. And until this changes, if you go through this red light, you will derail. No question about it. I've already done it 3 times, and I thought maybe the mod was needing a update, but it's not. The mod is working fine. And if you look at the way the track goes, because right now the train I'm driving is on this track on the left side, the way I'm facing. If you could see my little teeny tiny cursor, you're coming down this track on the left, and if you look here, you're gonna derail right here. And that's where that other train just came down the center track. And I don't know why it didn't change yet, but I was under the impression that for some reason the train would come across into my side of the track and then switch back over to the left. As you can see, the way that turnout goes to the left, but it doesn't. It stays on the same track as you. I don't know. What are they supposed to be working on over here? Holy moly, is that loud. So anyway, and there is another train coming up, but it's coming up on this track here, that is to the right. As the way I'm blah blah. The way I'm facing right now. The next train, it's a small freight train coming up on this side, but we have to wait. And wasn't properly checked before they released it. There's no other train that's blocking our way right now. I went past a little bit past the H here. I believe that's where you're supposed to stop. Again, I'm still learning all of this stuff. There is so much to learn and understand. But anyway, I thought it was a red light bug. I was ready to pack it in and move on, but it's not. It definitely is not a red light bug. Just gotta sit here and wait. Now, whether they're gonna fix this or not, I don't know. They should fix it. Once the train, that passenger service that passed, once that went past and it cleared the block up ahead, the red light should have changed to green. Denied. Wait for signal to change. Okie dokie. Yeah, there comes the other little shunter, 363 shunter. A little short freight train. There are 3 tankers on it. So we just sit and wait. And moving up to where the red light is is not going to make any difference. It's not going to make it turn green any faster. This is a bit screwed up. Okay, there we go. Let's contact the signaler. Proceed as signals indicate. Okay, so let's give it some gas here. Okay, come on. Don't make a liar out of me. There we go. Hey, we're still at 60 kilometers per hour. I know the whistle horn regulations are different in Europe compared to the US, and I'm not sure if I'm not seeing a whistle board, so... Ironic, we can go up to 130 kilometers per hour, but we got to stop coming up in 4 kilometers. So we're coming up to our next stop, Kimsey. I hope I said it proper. Ooh, that gate came down pretty late. Ooh, didn't want to do that. I don't want to halt the train in the middle of nowhere here. Okay, open the doors. So our next stop after this is Bernau Kimsey. Okay, lock the doors. Come on. I do believe I got all the collectibles over here. Didn't make much of a difference. Now that sign there, if I was to go down that track, I wouldn't get very far. That sign indicates that there's no catenary there. Speed limit is going down to 110 over here. Got the put the dynamic brakes to off. Oh my goodness, I've never had SIFA go off so many times. that I don't know what that's for. But that definitely is an indicator that we got a stop coming up. Oh, yeah. Ooh. This is an indicator, a little blue line, that there's a stop coming up. So let's slow her down here. As we pull up to Bad Endorf. Okay. I guess they don't know where they want to go there, huh? Übersee is our next stop. Okay, let's close the doors. There we go. We have 1 point. You can hear that the brakes screeching. I mean, it's not much of an upwards gradient, but it's enough to have the train roll backwards if you're not careful. And is the reason why it is a good practice to hold your train with your parking brake or your direct brake or indirect brake, or however it's labeled, provided you have it, and apply your throttle. Make sure it's pulling amps and you're pulling against the brake. Just hold the train and then let it go. I've been doing like that for quite some time, and I've been doing good with that. It's I think there's been a few times where the train ended up rolling back a little bit on me, but no, is that a whistle? Is there a whistle board there? No, it doesn't look like it. I am really behind schedule. Yeah, like me and the mouse in my pocket. We have to stop in 3.2 kilometers, but I can do 140 kilometers per hour soon. That should be an indication to slow down, throttle off. Okay. So our next stop is Bergen. Oh, bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye. I'm trying to say it as best as I can, considering I'm not from that part of the world. And then after that is our last stop, Traunstein. That 13 signal board is indicating that we need to be at 130 kilometers per hour. I already brought it down to 113. They don't want to do that. Not that low. Looks like our next station's about to come up soon. We gotta get down to 100 kilometers per hour. Ooh, 10 signal board, 100. Then 90 kilometers per hour after that. After the station, that is. Nope, there it is, 90. Well, get a little bit too hard on that upwards gradient with the brakes. Okay. I hit the signaler button by accident. Okay. Well, next stop is Traunstein. Corrected myself with the translator. Yeah, according to the clock up here, we're 10 minutes behind schedule. The ironic thing is, if you're looking to, get the highest score possible, if you're doing exactly 90 or exactly 100 or whatever this posted limit is, you're going to get the lowest amount of points. It's 15 at exactly, well, for example, this is 90 kilometers per hour. If I stayed exactly at 90, I'd get 15 AP points for so much distance driven. If I stay 5, even 2 miles below 90, I get 30 AP points. So I just like to challenge myself. Not so much that I'm looking for a high score, but I want to be able to challenge myself and drive the train as it should be, not going crazy, driving, oh, it's over down there. I wonder where the emergency brake thing is, lever rather. Not just, drive, speeding all over the place. Do it proper. Ooh, we gotta slow down. We gotta go down to 60 first, never mind 70. Ooh. Ooh, I really went past that one, huh? At least I got there without speeding. Okay, doors open on the left. Gave it a little bit too much gas at the end just to keep it going. Yeah, that's another service coming in. And it's a 4-minute scenario. Timetable scenario, mind you. And I already did it. Okay, lock the doors. Objective complete. Okay. Yeah. No overspeeding, and I still didn't get the platinum. Oh well. So this is not working right. Definitely not working right, because on-time bonus is 37. I'm surprised that that was even there. Accuracy is 945. Well, yeah, it could have been better. Objectives completed 1,750. And use safety systems 0. I use SIFA. Anyway, that's that. If you made it this far, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And if it's your first time on this channel of mine, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And I hope to have you back again. Leave your comments down below. Good, bad, indifferent. Constructive criticism is always welcome. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me and listen to me yammer away here and there. Hopefully I announced all these station names as properly as best as I can. I should say as best as I can, not as properly. And by all means, I do look for your comments, and smash that thumbs up likes button. Hopefully I've deserved it, and if not, well, you know what to do. Subscribe and share. I hope you do, and y'all come back now. You hear? Bye bye for now.